Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Whistler and Lady Bracknell singing a romantic duet. You may want to keep the receipt. I won't go out in the dark,
'cause that's the place where I hide.
I'm wearing my best diamond necklace,
and I'm covered in slime.
Now take your hands off my scarf.
I'll tie you up to a tree.
I shall beat you with a stick to the floor.
Put the splinter in me. Oh, yes, please. Ooh. Somebody stop him.
Somebody stop him.
When I'm down on my knees,
I shall call the police.
Ooh. I'll get away with murder.
Get any further.
I brought a gun.
I've got 12 corsets on. Ooh,
12 corsets on. Would you like to see my Oscar Wilde?
The importance of decent hygiene, dear man. So fiendish man, unhand me. I'd rather sleep with a horse.
Ooh, I'd film that if you came to the farm. In widescreen, of course.
I'm not an equine lover, dear fellow.
Ooh. Somebody stop him.
Somebody stop him.
You need to whimper and yelp.
And you need medical help.
Ooh. I'm gonna lock you away now. Lock you away now. I'll dress you like my granddad.
I'll kill you with my handbag.
Ooh, with your lovely handbag.
Well, that was quite something, wasn't it? It certainly involved something. I think I need a bath. Anyway, welcome, my lovely traumatized listeners, to another episode of Ask Uncle Ben. It's unseasonably wonderful to be back with you, isn't it, Whistler? Suppose. His enthusiasm knows no bounds. I'd like to bind you. Go away immediately. Now, we've had a few questions, so let's strap elastic bands to our ankles and bungee jump straight in, shall we? Jolly good. Question number 1. Dear Uncle Ben. Uncle Ben? More like Uncle Sven, eh? I think I know what you're talking about. No. I think you know what I'm talking about. Yours sincerely, you know who. Can you really have found me after all this time? Mr. Dalliard, set fire to all the Christmas presents and start Grandma up. We sail for Ipswich. No, not really. You're confusing me with my brother there, I think. Uncle Sven. Here's a message from him. Ah, good old Uncle Sven. Anyway, I hope that clears that up. Right, next question. Dear Uncle Bunkle, having just obtained a PhD in looting from the University of Walford, imagine my distress when learning that all UK high street shops have decided to close down. In order to financially support my imaginary family, I may have to relocate to Europe, where I will be able to joyfully skip from country to country, looting freely with no bar or restriction. Do you agree that this is a flawless idea and foresee nothing in the future that could possibly ruin it? Yours, etc., Uncle. Well, Uncle, getting out of this country certainly sounds like a good idea to me. I'm not sure about the looting, though, you know. Why not swap it for another hobby, like badminton or something like that? Yes, it would be much nicer if during riots and things, people broke out into spontaneous badminton. Splendid. Give that a go there, Uncle. Congratulations, Leave voters, all you close-minded gloaters. What a ridiculous, rip-roaring success. What a country you're leaving for your too-young-to-vote children. What a complete, quite predictable mess. The pound's nice and weak. They're closing all our high streets, but racial hate crime's still going nice and strong. If only we'd had people to warn us, experts to guide and inform us. Oh no, wait, because we did, all along. Still, the future looks bright. Companies leaving left and right. Income and trade will soon be grinding to a halt. Vital services slumping, losing staff, shares and funding. But hey, it's all the EU's stupid fault. But there's no need to be nervous just because we'll have no health service. Oh, we'll lose most of our human rights too. You know, future generations won't blame the EU or its nations. I really hope, just like me, they'll blame you. Makes you proud to be British. Right, next question. Dear Uncle Ben. Sir. Ooh, sir, I like that. That time someone round here showed me some respect. I'll show you something. What? Oh dear God. Back to the question at once. Sir, what is the difference between a colonel and a colonel? Yours, etc. Colonel. P.S. I am a colonel. P.P.S. I am a colonel. Oh. Obviously, listeners, you can't see the spellings going on here. But anyway, in a nutshell, you see, because a kernel is the edible part of a nut, isn't it? Oh, please yourselves. Well, you're going to have to at this rate. Look, I really want to include here a YouTube video of someone saying kernel over and over again, but because it's utterly preposterous, but I can't, unfortunately, due to copyright thingies, so I might just put the link in the comments below, so check that out, if I remember, which I probably won't. Anyway, in England we pronounce it colonel, but in America they pronounce it colonel. You see? So there we are. Nice to hear from you, Colonel. Or is it Colonel? Anyway, do please get in touch again sometime, won't you? Right. Oh, Lord. It's time for the Uncle Whistler show. Good luck, everyone.
Oh, yeah. That's nice. I like that. He's creepy and he's rapey and probably ate a baby. He's filled with filth and rabies. The Uncle Whistler Show. Hello, my dears, and welcome to the Uncle Whistler Show. It's my show.
No one's saying it isn't, you demented imbecile.
Good. I hope you're all naked and crying.
No.
Well, what is it then?
I hope you're all happy and well.
Oh yeah, that. Anyway, first question. Dear Uncle Whistler, what would be your ideal first date? Yours sincerely, November the 22nd. Well, my ideal first date will be somewhere nice and romantic, you know, like a disused slaughterhouse, somewhere like that, dripping in blood. I'd bring us a picnic.
Oh, that's actually quite nice, Whistler. Except for the slaughterhouse bit, obviously.
And I'd bring us a record player, some nice old romantic records with love songs on them, and some rusty torture equipment.
And that's not so nice. Oh, it's too good to be true.
Shut up! You don't know what you're missing out on.
Crime scene by the sounds of it.
Anyway, November the 22nd, if you are interested, well, get in touch.
Yes, with a doctor.
Will you stop interrupting me? You're ruining my show! My show! Right, next question. Dear Uncle Whistler, why do you never reply to my letters, poems, songs, or erotic drawings? Damn it, can't you see what I'm trying to tell you? I love you. Yours sincerely, Tinkerbell. Tinkerbell, I thought you'd forgotten me. I never thought, I never dreamed. Tinkerbell, it's just not true. Tinkerbell, I never got them. I still love you best, but I had to change address, and I had no time to forward my post. You see, the police were getting too close. Tinkerbell, I still love you. Tinkerbell, my hairy fairy, shining in the dark, you flew into my heart. A love like no other, so live for me. Are you still waiting? Tinkers, tell me. Tinkerbell? Oh, fuck it then. Flappy bitch. Right, that's it from me this week, you saucy sex pest. No, what is it then? Lovely listeners, or whatever. Bugger off, everyone. I'm gonna go and have a walk around in flowers with her. He doesn't walk, he slithers. He likes to eat your livers. The Uncle Whistler Show!
Well, thank insert your own deity here. That's over for another week. Right. Oh, here's a seasonal question. Dear Uncle Hot Cross Benny, Easter is such a frustrating and stressful time, with each year presenting the same problems. Creeping into the woods at daybreak, capturing a cute fluffy bunny, dipping said bunny into hot milk chocolate, and then hiding it in a basket for children to discover. And for what? I've never understood what this has to do with Easter. It's a waste of delicious chocky, if you ask me. Can you shed any light on this confusing ritual? Yours, etc., Candy. Well, Candy, you obviously weren't satisfied with my attempt last week. Neither was your wife. Shut your face. My attempt last week to give the story of the Easter Bunny. So I'm going to hand this one over to our historical expert, Professor Simon Sheepdog. Now, seeing as only 1.5 of you played the pub quiz special, thanks very much, this character will probably be totally new to you. But anyway, here he is, Professor Simon Sheepdog.
Thank you very much, Uncle Ben. I'm here in Jerusalem. What? It cuts? I'm here in Uncle Ben's bedroom to explore the origins of Easter and the resurrection. For it was here, in this airing cupboard just there, that Jesus was laid to rest after he'd been taken down off the cross. It was here, of course, on Easter Monday that the enormous laundry basket just there was heaved away, and the tomb, the airing cupboard, was found to be empty, apart from a few towels, of course. However, Candy, Easter goes back a lot further than this, which is why I am now speaking to you from southern Iraq. I mean, from Uncle Ben's bathroom, formerly part of Mesopotamia.
My bathroom was formerly part of Mesopotamia.
Apparently, yes. Anyway, it was here in this sink that the Sumerian goddess Inanna, or Ishtar, was hung naked on a stake.
I hope you cleaned up afterwards. I brushed my teeth in that sink.
Shut up. Anyway, it's all about the spring equinox, really, Candy, coming out of the dark times and into the light. And what better way to show that than with chocolate bunnies, obviously. Next week, I shall be exploring the tomb of Tutankhamun, who was, of course, buried in the depths of deepest What? No, who was, of course, buried in the second drawer down in Uncle Ben's kitchen. Until then, everybody, back to you, Uncle Ben. Ooh, a squirrel!
Thank you very much, Professor. Sorry about the budget restrictions there. And now, my lovely listeners, we finish with a serious question from Sandy. Hello, Sandy. Sandy asks, Dear Uncle Ben, a challenging question. Why do some people have to suffer before they die? Now, I'm not going to pretend that I have an answer for this one, Sandy, but nor am I going to just gloss over it. Many people do suffer before they die, and in a way, we suffer with them. Seeing somebody suffer is one of the worst things in the world, especially if we think we can't help. But really, we can help, and we do help, and they help us as well. Death is a release for them in the end, a release from their suffering, but we still go on suffering after they're gone. But it's always worth remembering just how much they brought to our lives, and continue to do so, even after their death. Because as long as we remember them, they are never really gone. When it grows dark, I know I'm not alone, you're in my heart. With you I'm always home. You're the sunshine in my brightest days. You're every star that shines at night. Though you're so very far away, you're right here by my side.
I know you're gone, but without you really here, I carry on, and can always feel you near. Every one of us who's lost someone longs for that moment when we'll no longer be so far apart and be back with them again. So sing this song, remind them that for us they're never gone. And when life's cruel and unjust, they're the ones who light the way for us. They're our comfort and our guides. To the world they may be dead and gone, but with us they're still alive. They're still alive. And every night we'll look up to the stars and sing this song, 'cause in the end our love goes on and on, never gone.
Take care, everyone. See you next time on Ask Uncle Ben.